Saudi Arabia is one of Canada's biggest trading partners in the Middle East. It's a relationship punctuated by a $15 billion deal to sell the Gulf state arms. That deal has been under intense scrutiny given that nation's human rights record. We've learned Foreign Affairs Minister Stéphane Dion was a special guest at a dinner hosted by the Saudi ambassador to Canada. And Global News has an exclusive look at their meeting. Vashi Kapellos reports.
Less than 3 months after decrying Saudi Arabia for a mass execution, the relationship between Foreign Affairs Minister Stéphane Dion and the Saudi ambassador to Canada showed no signs of strain at a reception Thursday night.
You remember the house thing?
Yeah. Dion, Ottawa Mayor Jim Watson, and the Speaker of the Senate all attended the event at the Saudi embassy, hailed to praise Canada's efforts to support the resettlement of Syrian refugees, punctuated by the presentation of a check to the United Way for $31,000.
Very generous, thank you.
But the relationship between Canada and Saudi Arabia is a complicated one. The kingdom's human rights record is said to be one of the worst in the world. In January, 47 people were executed there in one day, many beheaded. Since then, Liberals have faced intense scrutiny over a $15 billion deal to manufacture light armored vehicles for the Saudi Arabian National Guard. Minister, do you have a minute before you leave? Dion declined to be interviewed at the event, and later Thursday evening, a spokesperson wouldn't say whether the minister raised the issue of the beheadings or the arms deal with the ambassador. Unfortunately, I cannot tell you the nature of the discussion or the issues raised. On Friday, though, his spokesperson called Global News to say the minister takes every opportunity he has to raise human rights issues.
He's got to get to Montreal.
I think you have a meeting.
No time for us? Just a minute? The NDP doesn't buy it, saying in a statement, Canadians need to know if Mr. Dion raised human rights issues during this meeting. We've been asking the government to be transparent. It's unfortunate that once again, Mr. Dion refuses to be honest with Canadians. Dion isn't the only one avoiding the question. In a rare appearance before media, the Saudi ambassador deflected when asked about the deal.
There's been a lot of criticism and concern from Canadians over your country's human rights record. Why should Canadians sell your country arms if those concerns exist?
Well, actually, today we are here to celebrate something different than this.
Liberals have long said because the arms deal was signed by the former Conservative government, they have to honor what's already done. Plus, many experts say a relationship with Saudi Arabia is the best way to promote a better human rights record in that country. But whether Dion and the ambassador's interactions last night will accomplish that is perhaps another question. Robin?
Vashi Kapellos in Ottawa.